This is Mama Joy and welcome to my channel. This video that I was doing, my phone messed up on it again, which I know you're tired of hearing me talk about my phone messing up, but it did, and it shut off the first segment. So I'm going to try to explain to you what this video is about. I'm going to make two different recipes, and the first one is California blend vegetables. And I had a 2-pound bag of vegetables, I believe. You can use whatever you want, but to make the cheese sauce, to go over it, it takes 1 cup of milk, and I may have told you everything. I don't remember if I told the milk amount or not, but it says 1 tablespoon of butter, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, the cup of milk, and 3 slices of cheese, and I know that I used more than 3 slices. And I put that on the stove and used a little whisk and stirred it until it got thick. I had the vegetables cooked and drained, and I put them in a greased casserole dish, like a 8x8 or something. And then I poured the cheese sauce over it. I had made toasted some bread and made crumbs out of it and added butter to the crumbs and stirred that all in and then put that on top of the vegetables. And I don't even know if I told you how long I baked it, but all the longer that you have to bake it is just to get it all heated up good. Not very long. And probably 350 degrees would be plenty. The other thing I was making was a 1-pot meal. And I was cooking some bacon. And you'll notice that I caught something on fire. It didn't show it exactly, but you could see the flame lighting up my face. And then I kind of got startled, ran to the sink, and put the fire out. And it was just on the paper towel. So anyway, I had cooked bacon. I was draining it. I cooked a skillet of bacon. Then I cooked the second skillet of bacon. And I got them real crisp because I wanted to crumble that up and put it on top of the 1-pot meal. The 1-pot meal, I used the bacon grease from where I had cooked the bacon and cooked up cabbage that I had chopped up pretty fine. I put cabbage in it. I put a half of a fairly good-sized onion and probably a whole box of mushrooms chopped up I put in there. And then I think I added some Creole seasoning. Then I cooked that all up, and I cooked probably 1 package of noodles, whiter noodles, which you could add whatever. Okay, so I put the cabbage, the mushrooms, and the onions after they were cooked into a little bit larger pot. Then I added the cooked, drained noodles into that. And I was going to put some cream of soup of some kind, but I decided against that because the flavor was so good that I didn't want to take away from the flavor. So I left all that like it was and didn't add the soup. But I just mixed that all together with the pasta and everything. And then we ate some French bread toasted with it. So that was basically... So I'm trying to do this from the beginning and trying to remember what all I had on there when the phone shut it off. So I'm going to put this as the first video. You keep watching till the end, and then in case I miss something, it'll probably be on the end of the video. So get ready for the second one. Well, I caught it, but it shut off. So I'm going to try to watch it better. It just absolutely shut off videoing. I don't know why it does that. I have no idea. Okay, I'm going to get some of this bacon out that's done. You seen it firsthand, didn't you? I didn't have a grease fire. I just had a paper towel fire. Holy cow. These lights, or burners, they burn up really hot because they burn my hands. They burn my hands. Well, I burnt my plate a little bit. Let's see what else can happen. That probably wouldn't have happened if my video hadn't went off. Caused me trouble. Oh dear. Okay, I will have to add more bacon to that. Oh, you've seen it firsthand. If that had been a grease fire, I would have had to thrown on some baking soda. And I had it right there, but it was just on the paper towel that was burning. I think I did melt the edge of my plate, but that's okay. Okay. Set the timer for 12 minutes. Maybe. If I don't burn my arm and my clothes. Let's see, timer. Okay, start. These burners do burn high. Okay, and that is really cooking now. It's really cooking up a storm now. Okay. I hope I didn't scare you guys. I hope I didn't scare you guys. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop off. I've got the timer going for the vegetables, and when it goes off, I'll drain them. Put them in the casserole dish that I've already got sprayed. Finish cooking the bacon. And then I'll cut me up some cabbage and get in this skillet with some mushrooms and some onions. And I'm going to crumb up this bread and make my crumbs for the top of the casserole. And I may bring you back for part of it, but I'm going to get off for now and catch my breath. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm bringing you back because I've got the mushrooms chopped up, and I'm going to put them in the skillet. And then I'm going to chop up some onion to go in here. Got a little bit of bacon grease in the skillet from the bacon, and that's some in there. I'll chop up just a little bit of an onion. Not sure how much until I get it to going. I'm telling you, it got hot. not just because of me having the burners on them. It got hot outside. Very, very hot. So, I've got the crumbs made up for the top of the vegetables, and I've got butter in them, so they're ready to go on top. And the noodles have about 1 minute left to finish up cooking, and then I'll be draining them. Okay, I've got the milk and the butter in here, and then I'll be putting the cornstarch and the cheese, and I will bring you back. I'm bringing you back because the vegetables are almost done. I've got another skillet full of bacon in here. I've got the toast all toasted, and I'm getting ready to crumb it up. And as soon as this, the vegetables get done, I'm gonna drain them and put them in the casserole dish, and then I'll be making the sauce for them. I also put a pan of water over here for the pasta, for the noodles. When I get the bacon done, I'll be putting the cabbage in here, and the mushrooms, and some onion. So I turned that down really low because I was afraid I would burn the bacon, and it slowed down the cooking process on it so too much, but I'm going to leave it like that because I don't want it to burn. Okay. The veggies are done, and I'm going to drain them. And I've got a colander over here in the sink. I don't know if you've ever made this California blend vegetables with cheese or not, but it's really good. So I'm going to let this drain, then I'm going to add it. What did I get on my dish? I'm going to add it to the casserole dish, which I've already sprayed, and put that in there and start working on it. And I will bring you back. Okay, I am back, and I'm making the cheese sauce. Turn that down. I've got 2 cups of milk over here, 2 tablespoons of butter, and I've got me 2 tablespoons of cornstarch in here, and I'm going to stir that in. Okay. Stir that. And I'm going to turn that down. Got the cornstarch going into the cheese sauce. And I've got the cabbage going over here, the mushrooms and the onion. And I've put some I'm going to grab this. Some Greek seasoning and put on the cabbage. I'm going to show you what it is. Okay? Now, I've got the noodles drained, and they're over here in this thing, and I'm going to let them set, and then as soon as that cabbage gets done, it'll be going in there, and then the bacon. And so I'm going to be stirring this, and I've got to get the cheese out. And for this, we are using American cheese. That's what the recipe called for, and I'm going to be using 6 slices. 2, 4, 6. So I'm going to have to turn the cabbage down a little bit and then keep stirring the cheese sauce. And you only have to stir it until it gets thick. And then I'll be pouring it over the California blend vegetables. Then I'm going to sprinkle the breadcrumbs and the butter on top. Oh dear. This has been a day, you know what? This has been a day. You can't hardly grate American cheese, and it just sticks together, and you just can't do a whole lot. Now, I've seen a recipe where they called for Velveeta, but I like this American cheese in it so much better. Okay, I'm going to keep stirring that. This sounds like it's really hot. Really, really hot. But we want the cabbage to get done. And the mushrooms. So I'm going to put the lid back on here and let those get tender. And I think that I'm going to go get a can of cream of celery soup to put in with the noodles before I add all that. Just to give them more moisture. Because I'm not going to put a lot of the juice that's in the cabbage in there. And also the bacon has to go in there. Well, whatever I done with that, that's it. There it is over there. Oh. You know, I can't blame anybody for taking something because there's nobody here but me. I'm going to push that back the best I can and put that on the smaller burner. because it's good and hot and it doesn't need. And this cheese, let's see, I didn't even need to use any of the bacon up because I had plenty of bacon grease left. And I'm not going to be making cornbread because I forgot that I bought some French bread at the store, a loaf for Chris and Ronnie and Lyric, and a loaf for me, which I won't eat a whole loaf, but if they don't think that's enough for them, I'll give them part of mine. Okay, I'm gonna slide this cheese back in the fridge. Oh man, oh man. And I've got a mess over here. Whew, I've got a mess. Whoa. I'm gonna have a worse mess if I'm not careful. If I'm not careful, I am. I don't need to be there, that's for sure. Okay. I'm gonna have to taste that. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. Shut him off. And the reason I'm not going to bake this topping is because I toasted the bread and I put butter on it, and I don't think it needs it. Okay. Whoa, I'm gonna pour that all over the cabinet. And now I'm going to sprinkle the breadcrumbs, the buttered breadcrumbs on top. And another thing is I don't want to heat up the oven. It's hot enough in here without it. It's plenty warm. Okay, there's my Frisbee. Oh, good. This looks great. I don't know what to do with it. Okay. Phone call. I have decided that I'm going to chop up this bacon and put it in a container or a Ziploc bag or something, and not put it in with the noodles and the cabbage because I don't want it to get soggy. I want it to stay crispy. And I'm going to test the cabbage and see if it's done, and see if it needs anything. Then I'm going to put it over into the noodles. I'm going to grab some cream of celery soup, stir that up and put that all in there, and then I've got another surprise ingredient. That cabbage is so good. Chris and I want pinto beans in it, so I'm going to put them in here and let them be heating up. Oh my. That cabbage is out of this world. Out of this world. As soon as I get this put together, I'm going to go rest. I've got to go sit down. I've stood up too long. And Chris and Ronnie had to go over to Kansas to take Jaden's girlfriend her birthday present. So I'm going to go get the cream of celery soup and put in here, and then add the cabbage. I probably will, I don't know if I need to get it. I may get a different pan out that's bigger. Anyway, I will bring you back. Okay. I didn't get out a bigger pot, but I am going to have to do that. Oh, I'm going to have to do that. And I'm gonna load the dishwasher tonight. I'm not gonna do all these by hand, even though they didn't get my dishwasher fixed. I'm gonna use it anyway. It just doesn't dry. It doesn't dry the water off, and the water just sits on all the dishes, and I have to dry them because they don't get dry, and sometimes they have water standing in them, and if a dish gets turned up, so I'm going to take everything out, and I'm going to load the dishwasher when I get off of here. Now, I've got, where is my spoon? Okay. Okay. And I decided not to put the cream of mushroom soup in there, and I'll tell you why. This has such a wonderful flavor. I just don't want to take away from the flavor. Oh, it's just absolutely out of this world. So, I am going to use the broth, a big part of the broth that's in here. And I don't know if I can lift that up or not? I'm telling you, this is just has the best flavor. So I'm just going to pour it all in there. And it had bacon grease and chicken stock. Oh. Okay. So, this just is going to be a wonderful meal. Wonderful meal. And like I said, I did buy some French bread to eat with it, which can be toasted or whatever. So, that's what we're going to use with it. I've got an onion to put up over here. I've got a cabbage to put up. And almost, nope, I can't do that. I have to get a bigger bag for the cabbage. Okay, what I'm going to do is hop off, and then we will be putting the bacon on top of it instead of in with it, because I don't want it to get all soggy. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to hop off and load the dishwasher. Thank you so much for watching me on here. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy watching me. I hope I'm not a bore. But thank you again. I hope you have subscribed to my channel. If you haven't, please do. Hit the like button and the notification bell, and I'll see you soon.